guys, welcome back to another Answer Key. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get this channel popping. On to the next video. Thursday night game was crazy. Josh Allen dominated. I did not expect it to be a blowout whatsoever. Fortunately, I lost all three of the bets that I had chosen, but that is not going to stop me from continuing this greatness. Moving along to the first game of this week, highly anticipated. We got the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Jets. The spread is -7. I don't think Joe Flacco can keep up with this Ravens offense, and I think that Lamar Jackson's got something to prove in his contract here. I'm taking Baltimore -7 in this game. Plus, they got too many defensive pieces coming back. Definitely taking the over on 44. I think it's like a 33-17 game, something like that. Moving along, we got the Cleveland Browns on the Carolina Panthers. I'm not changing my pick on this at all. I see the money lines have changed a little bit, but that doesn't deter me away from anything. I'm taking Baker Mayfield in this game to show off. I think that's what the world wants to see, and I just don't think Jacoby Brissett can handle the Panthers defense. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts going to the Houston Texans. I do think Davis Mills is a better quarterback than Matty Ice, but they don't have the game-changing factor of Jonathan Taylor on their side. I do think he has 2 long runs in this game, which solidifies the victory. I'm going with Indianapolis -6 in this game. Definitely taking the over as well, as I think both offenses are passing. Moving along, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars going to the Washington Commanders crib. This is a hard one, but I do think Washington loses this game without Chase Young. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to throw it all over the field. Christian Kirk, Marvin Jones Jr. especially. Travis Etienne coming back. Happy about that. Got him on my fantasy team. Looking forward to them getting this money in week 1. Moving along to the next game, we got the New England Patriots going to the Miami Dolphins crib. First-year coaches don't do very well against Bill Belichick, but from what I saw in preseason, I just don't think that Matt Patricia is a good enough offensive coordinator. For that being said, Mike McDaniels is going to get this dub. I do believe Miami's defense is that good. Tyreek Hill is going to have a long bomb, hopefully on the first drive of the game to get the world excited. So I am taking Miami in this game. I don't know about -4 points, but I would probably go New England Patriots +4 in this. And I'm going actually the under 47.5 points. I think they're both going to be running the ball, keeping the ball out of Tyreek Hill's hands, preferably, blah, blah. Moving on to the next game, we got the New Orleans Saints going to the Atlanta Falcons crib. Marcus Mariota, I don't think he's as good as Desmond Ridder. Hopefully Desmond Ridder comes in around week 6. The Saints defense is just absolutely loaded from top to bottom, and I think Jameis Winston has got something to prove this year. He's got a deep threat in Chris Olave, so I do think that they're going to pull it off in the end. That is my lock of the week still. I'm not changing it. New Orleans Saints, -6 is what I'm taking, and it's 43. That's a trick number for the total, but I'm taking the over in that game just because they're both passing offenses. Moving along to the Philadelphia Eagles, we got the Detroit Lions. I do think the Detroit Lions are they're a sleeper. I don't know if they're gonna cover the spread though. I think Philadelphia kind of walks all over them in the fourth quarter, like a 31-10 game. I'm gonna have to look at the alternate lines on that. So definitely Philly -6. Jalen Hurts. They got AJ Brown. They got Gardner Johnson, gonna be a phenomenal addition to that defense. I'm taking the under in this game, though, honestly. I think that Philadelphia's defense shuts down Detroit for sure. And then Pittsburgh Steelers at Cincinnati Bengals, the war going on. This is a hard one. I know that Cincinnati's offensive line is much improved, so people think Joe Burrow's going to throw it all over the place, but for some reason, I'm hype on the Steelers this year. I am a Najee Harris fan, and I think the people are sleeping on George Pickens. They didn't really show much of him in the last couple preseason games. I think they're going to have some passing going on in this game. So, unfortunately, I'm not taking the Bengals. I am taking the Pittsburgh Steelers at +8 in this game, and I'm taking the over 43.5 points. Let's go. Next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Chicago Bears house. I'm a Trey Lance fan, but I'm more of a Justin Fields fan. I think Justin Fields makes that second-year leap this year. Sadly, I just don't think he has enough pieces I know N'Keal Harry is not playing in this game. That leaves Mooney and Kmet to make a play. I honestly think the defense of San Francisco is going to be too much. This is the same San Francisco defense that got them to the NFC Championship last year. So the Chicago Bears is just not going to be able to keep up with Justin Fields. He's going to make a play or two, but he's going to be in too much distress behind that pocket. So for that reason, I am taking the 49ers at -7 in this game. And I'm also taking the over, though. I think I'm going to change my pick from my last video. I do think Fields makes it close. Not spread close, but close enough to where they both put up points. Probably 14 points in the first half and then sizzle out from there. So, yeah, I'm taking San Francisco -7. Then money line, obviously, over in that game. Moving on, we got a great divisional matchup. Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings house. And the Minnesota Vikings added Jalen Reagor. And they still have Justin Jefferson going on there. Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, the ageless wonder. I do feel like their new offensive coordinator from the Rams is going to make a difference. I want to give it to the Packers. I really do. I think I'm changing my pick from the last video, honestly. But I just think as a home advantage, there's no better time to beat the Packers than week 1 because they're still getting situated with all their receivers. I'm going to have to go with the more glued offense in the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm taking the Vikings in this game. Moving along to Kansas City. Arizona Cardinals. This is a phenomenal matchup. If anyone knows Pat Mahomes, it's Cliff Kingsbury. And I do think that the Arizona Cardinals stand a chance at winning this game. Do I think they are going to win this game? No. But I will take them in the spread at +8, actually. And I'm going to take the over in the 54 points. Buy it down 1.5, though. So 52.5 points over. I'm taking KC money line and the Arizona to cover this spread. Just too many weapons all over the board. I just think Kansas City is going to be able to walk away with this. Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders, the Los Angeles Chargers. I know in the first video I did pick the Chargers to win this game, but I think I'm switching my pick. I don't know if J.C. Jackson is going to be playing in this game, meaning he's not 100%. So even if he does play, I don't think he's going to be able to guard Devontae Adams. Darren Waller just got the extension. They got Hunter Renfrow, Zamir White, Josh Jacobs. People are saying the Raiders' offensive line is not going to be good enough. That's what I said in the first video. I'm just going to take that back. I watched some film. Derek Carr is too good with the quick release. I think the Raiders remind the Chargers why they kicked them out of the playoffs last year. Their stadium's pretty much a home game to them. I'm taking the Raiders. Moving on, New York Giants to Tennessee Titans. Saquon battling Derrick Henry. It's going to be a Russian affair. I do think that Ryan Tannehill has got something to prove, though. I don't know if the Giants are going to be able to win this game, but I'm going to take the Giants at +7, actually, to keep it close in this game, and I'm taking the over in this just so the ratings are going to blast. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Dallas Cowboys. It would have been nice to see Texas beat Alabama, but that didn't happen. I think it's going to be a defensive matchup. Dallas defense is probably a little better than Tampa Bay defense right now. I just think that Tom Brady is that much better than Dak Prescott. He's just not. He does no Amari Cooper this year, no Michael Gallup, no James Washington. They got problems on their offensive line. Tom Brady is going to take this in the fourth quarter by 4 points. I am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers -3, and I'm taking the under in this game. I do think this is going to be a defensive matchup. 24-17 is my prediction. Moving along, Denver Broncos at the Seattle Seahawks. Once again, just like the first video, I don't think that Geno Smith is going to be able to keep up with the Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos defense too good. Rushing is on point with Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon. The duo is back. I'm taking Denver Broncos at -7. Looks like it went up a little bit. They're getting more and more favored by the day. And then I'm going to take the over in this game. I think Seattle does put up 17, 20 points in this game. So I'm taking the over at 42.5. If you guys like the content, please go ahead, like, and subscribe to my channel. I would highly appreciate it. Let me see in the comments what you feel about all my picks. I'm looking forward to the games tomorrow. Football season is back, baby. Let's ride.